Hello, the 31st here, how's it going? Welcome back to another character design analysis. Today is a bit of a weird one because it's the first time that I'm going to be covering gym leaders since before the release of Sword and Shield. And those gym leaders are the ice cold professional Melanie and the rock hard crusher Gordy. Wait, the hard rock crusher Gordy. That other one is something very different. The strange thing is though that despite being out for all this time, we still know basically nothing about these characters besides a little bit of backstory that I could find on Bulbapedia and the Pokemon website. So I'm going to go over what we can extrapolate from their designs and smaller appearances in other media. Great levels of detail went into making the Galar region and its people that I feel is often overlooked and underappreciated. And I hope through this series, and maybe this video as well, you'll be able to see just a little glimpse of that. Anyway, Melanie. Besides having a lovely name and being thick as fuck, Besides having a lovely name and being well known as a kind-hearted and generous individual, Melanie is also highly regarded for her strict yet effective teaching methods that have produced many top trainers, including her son, Gordy. Her other major claim to fame is that Rayan, the strongest gym leader and the second strongest trainer in Galar besides Leon, has never been able to beat her. Overall, her design is just cozy as hell. She is an ice queen with a heart of gold in what I can only describe as winter comfcore fashion, whatever that means. If you look at the gym leader template, that miraculously still holds up. She has the Pokemon League logo, the sports brand manufacturer logo, the Icicle Ice-type gym logo, Max band on her right hand because she's right-handed. Her design is entirely made of hues of blue and white. Snowball pearl earrings, large bright blue eyes. Her enormous hair is like light blue, grey, with a darker streak of blue throughout it that may be her original hair colour. Her age is unclear, but she's at least in her late 30s, early 40s. Though her face is very young, it does show some slight signs of aging, and her eldest son Gordy is almost certainly an adult, and apparently she's been a gym leader since she was in her 20s. And as she has 5 kids, that was probably a decent amount of time ago, including multiple absences for maternity leave. She's wearing what appears to be fur, which is likely a nod to Britain's history in the fur trade, although her fur trapper's hat is definitely more, old West America than it is old England. It's also hard to tell whether she's wearing a fur scarf or if that's just a massive turtleneck, but either way, I don't think these are real fur. I reckon it's faux fur, because of obvious ethical concerns. She's wearing a really comfy gym jumper, gym shorts, and sort of winter pattern leggings, which are tucked in to white knee-high boots. Sort of like Uggs, I reckon, probably again fur-lined on the inside. Besides just being awesome and probably quite warm, I imagine her design takes some heavy inspirations from 2 of her Pokemon, Galarian Darmanitan and Frostmoth. She also has light blue nail polish. Now let's stay focused in on that hand, because while Bulbapedia mentions she has 5 kids, it doesn't say anything about a husband/father for those children. However, as Melanie is clearly wearing a wedding ring, we know that there is someone in the picture. And, I'm assuming he's alive and well. We don't know who it is, but if you have any theories, leave them down below. My guess is that he probably does a lot of housework. He probably just things whipped cream, sweets, fruit, everything, along with a tea or coffee with a whole bunch of little milk creamers on the side. And like I said earlier, she is sponsored by Northern Delight Sweets, which may be where she is during the interview. It's very possible that she was just in there so often that they offered to sponsor her. Right, on to Gordy, the rising star that many believe will be a future champion. As previously mentioned, Gordy is the son of Melanie and was trained by her. However, the two had a massive falling out and battled as a result. Since then, they haven't spoken at all. This was because, rather than train ice types like his mother, Gordy wanted to train rock types, and that's why he's the rock type gym leader. It's very possible that this battle between Melanie and Gordy is the one depicted in Twilight Wings. And at the end of that series, we see the player characters starting their journey. So that would show a little bit of chronology for when these events happened and would really put that battle very close to the start of the games. A slightly weird theory, but maybe Gordy becomes the gym leader because Melanie is away on maternity leave. And while she's gone, he just takes and rebrands the gym. Anyway, he's a cool, trendy rebel that does really fit the Rising Star mold. Apparently, he's also a very strict teacher, which he probably got from his mum, emulating her style. And even though his poses and animations are super dramatic, he's doing backflips, and when he's battling, he's looking away from you, he's got his back turned to us. Onto the template, the league logo is actually covered by his dress jacket that he's wearing, but it's probably on his gym polo. Here's the sports logo, the previously mentioned rock type logo there, the number 188, which means a rocky area, and his sponsor is Gala Minerals, a mining company that does rocks and shit, and probably where he got his bling from. Around his neck, he wears this huge blue gemstone Pokeball necklace. And to add to his cool factor, he wears some 6 shades and a ring, yellow tips, which either might be dyed to separate himself from his mother or a hint to who his father could be. His concept art shows him with smooth hair, which might be his natural hair, and the rest of the time it's styled. Like I mentioned before, his relationship with Melanie is rocky. But I really don't think it's that simple. On a surface level, everything about them is the exact opposite. The way their gym badges are designed, even their poses are direct opposites. But ultimately, are just mirror images of one another. They are almost the same, just slightly different. And I think these are just examples of some of the ways in which Gordy is trying to outwardly be different than Melanie, but ultimately, while he tries to be himself and create his own identity, he has so much respect for her and he just wants her to be proud of him. And from her perspective, I mean, she loves him, right? She is the leader of his fan club. And I think it's just the strict nature of her teaching that has made him rebellious. But Melanie is a wonderful character. She's a very strong woman who's juggled the professional responsibilities of being a gym leader at such a young age, while coaching future generations and being a mother of 5, supporting them every step of the way. Melanie's concept art shows her with her kids, Gordy, this unnamed daughter who has got great fan art. This is like top tier fan art here. And then 3 more boys, 2 of which seem like they're probably twins. And I think she just deserves all the respect in the world. During their appearances in Twilight Wings, when interviewed about Leon, Gordy describes him as strong, while Melanie describes him as relentless in this way that just, whew. And lastly, I will just leave you with this league card that basically says it all, their relationship in one image right there. So thank you very much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Like I keep saying, there's a lot of depth to these characters and there's a lot of unspoken details that aren't really mentioned anywhere, but are clearly visible to anyone who's sort of invested in these characters. And I'm really looking forward to the Galarian Star Tournament, where we get another chance to see everyone in a totally different light. There's plenty more videos in this series, so go watch those if you enjoyed this one and you haven't already. Subscribe, like, comment, say things. Who do you think the father is? Maybe we should do a Jeremy Kyle episode. I don't know. With that said, goodbye.